Hey there. Have you guys ever heard of the two list focusing strategy? It's a Warren Buffett piece that I ran across a couple years ago, and it keeps popping up. So I thought I'd take a look at it, see if it'd be something you guys would be interested in. People ask me all the time about prioritizing and focusing and making lists and goals and expectations. Warren Buffett is like super famous for being incredibly wealthy, right? And giving good advice. Well, one of his most famous pieces of advice is actually referred to as the two list strategy or the 25-5. It's simple and effective. So I figured I'd let you guys in on it. Let's see how it works. Right. So, how many goals do you have right now? If you're honest, you probably don't have any. On the other hand, having 10 isn't actually an optimal strategy either. This is where Buffett's idea really fits in. If you follow this process, the two list strategy to prioritize your goals and focus your energy, I think you're going to find some improvement. So, the first thing is list the top 25 things or goals that you'd like to accomplish in your lifetime. Take all the time you need to compile out this really long list, I'm sure. Many of them you'll know right off the top of your head, but it will require more thought for others. It might take a few days, it might take a week to complete this part of it. But once you get started, you'll find that additional ideas pop into your head at random moments. So you want to make sure you capture them. Feel free to make the initial list much longer than the 25, but ultimately, you want to limit yourself to 25. Then you're going to choose the 5 most important. This is going to be a little tougher. Choose the 5 most important goals from your top 25 list. Now, again, this might take some time to complete this step, but imagine that you only had the opportunity to accomplish 5 goals. Which one would you choose? That's why you want to create 2 lists. Put the 5 most important goals in one list, and in the remaining 20 or 25 or however you have, put that on the other list. And you got to keep them both handy. So both are going to be useful, just not for the same reason. The list of your top 25 goals now becomes your focus. The list of 20 might seem important to you, but they are to be avoided at all costs, believe it or not. They are just a list of appealing distractions that will keep you from accomplishing the 5 most important ones. Keep this list available. Remind yourself regularly of these items. You got to look at them like poison to your success. Most of us wouldn't have the time to complete all 25 items unless the goals are quite small. Spreading yourself too thin is a recipe for disaster always. When your attention is scattered, you'll accomplish little. Prioritizing and limiting yourself to just 5 ensures that you're magnifying the effectiveness of your time and your energy. Can you ever do any of those 20 items? Yeah, but only after the first 5 have been accomplished. After you can complete your top 5, complete the process again. After completing 5 important goals, you won't be the same person anymore, I promise. Your priorities and interests will likely be different. Start all over again with a new list of 25. It's important to avoid those other 20 items until you've achieved success with the primary 5. They can be very appealing ways of wasting time and energy. The most successful people are focused on a small number of goals or priorities. Prioritization and focus are necessary for success. Warren Buffett has proven that this advice is worth considering. Set the good example. Click clear on your goals and focus. Make a list of your 25 most important goals and prioritize them today. Then get started making your 5 top goals your reality. That is a simple framework for huge success. I hope this was helpful. Be safe, take care, sell a bunch, find someone and say something nice to them.
You've been listening to the Productive, Not Busy podcast. Please hit the subscribe and notification of new episodes button and visit us on social media like Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok for bonus content.